As it's December, I thought I'd review a few Christmas films this month, and I'm going to start with a one that's a personal favourite of mine, 1951's Scrooge, or The Christmas Carol, as it's known as in the US. Alastair Sim stars as Ebenezer Scrooge, a bitter old miser who refuses to use his vast wealth to help those less fortunate than him. However, he's given a chance at redemption on Christmas Eve when he's visited by three ghosts who take him on a journey through his past, present, and possible future. Now, there's been many film and TV adaptations of A Christmas Carol over the years, but for my money, this is easily the best of them all. Firstly, I love the cinematography. It's shot in gorgeous black and white, and it really gives this film a dark and gothic mood that really fits a ghost story, which is what A Christmas Carol is at the end of the day. And it makes it feel different from a lot of the other adaptations of the book that I've seen. You know, none of them have that kind of gothic feel, which makes this one unique and makes it stand out more. But the main reason for the film's greatness is Alastair Sim's performance. It would be very easy for him to make Scrooge like a two-dimensional caricature who's just mean for the sake of being mean, but he gives him quite a lot of depth. Like at the beginning of the story, he comes across more as someone who's full of self-loathing and just wants to be left alone, rather than an out-and-out dickhead, and he only really is mean when people bother him. And as a result, you kind of almost feel sorry for him even before his transformation over the course of the story. But by the end, he's just so happy and enthusiastic that you really buy that he's become a better person, and he just ends up being really lovable, and it makes you feel really happy too. The rest of the cast generally do a good job as well, particularly George Cole uh, as the young Scrooge. It really feels like him and Sim are playing the same person while you're watching it. The only actor I really have a problem with is Michael Horton, who plays Jacob Marley. He's really over the top, and it makes the scene where he visits Scrooge as a ghost a little difficult to take seriously. I think that to make up for it, they added like this sort of echoey sound to his voice, which I thought was quite creepy as a kid. But now that I'm older, I just find him really off-putting. It really big one of the few flaws I have with this film. It's also a little dated in some places, like the special effects, but that's just nitpicking. Overall, despite a couple of issues that I've outlined, I still think the film's an all-time classic, and I would really recommend watching it if you haven't seen it before. It's on Christmas. It's on TV every Christmas, so next time it's on, just give it a watch. It's really worth your time, even if you're not that keen on old black and white films. I would really recommend this one just because of how good Alistair Sim's performance is, and I still think it would be enjoyable for you to watch, even if this isn't really your cup of tea. Just make sure you avoid the awful colorized version.